In the late 80s, local TV aired many specialty farming programs that claimed side hustles could make you millions a year, while actually exploiting rural farmers. Take raising native chickens, for example. Well, that's a slip of the tongue. In my hometown, they were promoting raising native chickens. Again, slip of the tongue. These companies would create the illusion that certain medicinal herbs were rare, luring farmers in to buy equipment and technology. They'd even verbally promise to buy back what was raised. But by the time the native chickens, again, slip the tongue, grew up, these so-called companies had already vanished without a trace. It was only then that the farmers realized this was nothing but a complete scam. Whether it was raising scorpions, centipedes, or even beavers in the south, the sellers weren't making money from the finished products. They were profiting off the money you spent on buying breeding stock and paying tuition fees. Who would have thought that 30 years later, the same thing would happen in the gaming world? Let me tell you all a story. So there's this guy, let's call him a big-time online streamer. He started a gaming club on the internet. He set the prices as low as possible, then used his popularity as a streamer, and on top of that, priced the games almost at cost, which attracted a ton of people to place orders. Those of us watching from the sidelines did the math. If he kept running things at these prices, the more customers he got, the less money he'd actually make. But what we didn't expect was that the club's operation didn't actually rely on the obvious business model at all. With those rock-bottom prices and a massive player base, he attracted tons of gamers to place orders. These game orders usually needed so-called boosters to help out. One customer would need 3 boosters to assist them. With his popularity and reputation, plus the appeal of making some extra cash, Xiao attracted online boosters to join in. Very quickly, thousands of boosters joined his ranks. In reality, there was a clear employer-employee relationship between Xiao and these boosters. But clever Xiao knew that there was no labor contract between them, nor could they sign one. Most of these so-called boosters were high school or even middle school students who didn't understand labor laws. So the only way to describe their relationship was with the vague term online friends. This allowed Xiao to exploit a legal loophole and avoid legal consequences. Because on the surface there was no employer-employee relationship, and now comes the main event. These 2,000 boosters had to pay a membership fee every month, sometimes even every week, and also put down a pretty hefty deposit.